everyone! Today I just wanted to show you where I buy my clothes and how I buy my clothes. I buy my clothes on Taobao mostly, and I know it can be a little bit tricky at first to use Taobao, so I just wanted to make a simple guide as to how I use Taobao. So first you need to make an account, and since it's all in Chinese it can look a little bit intimidating. I recommend making the account on the web browser first before using the app, because you can translate the entire page basically, so you don't really need to struggle that much. I also recommend making a business account instead of a regular account, because I see a lot of people having issues trying to make a regular account. With a business account you can immediately make a password and username and everything. In case you don't have the option to make a business account, like the little link there, I will put the link in my description so you can follow along. Okay, I'm gonna show the translated page here in case you can't translate it, but basically you just need to make a name, email, and put your phone number in and make a password. After you confirmed your email and your phone number, you should be ready to go. You might have to verify your account again, either right after making your account or later on. I had to verify my account after like 3 years of using Taobao, so it can happen at any moment. There you have to verify your phone number and email again, and you have to verify your identity. It depends on where you live, I think, because I also posted that on TikTok and some people didn't have the same options that I did. Sadly, I didn't make a screenshot and I can't really find screenshots of what I saw there, but my options were verification with ID, verification with Alipay, and then phone verification. And the issue there is, I think the identification only works if you're in China, and with Alipay you also have to verify yourself with an ID, and if you don't want to do that, I really recommend you using the phone verification if you have that option like I did. So if you choose the phone verification, I had to put in a code again, but this time I didn't get one sent on my phone number. I got a call from a Chinese number and I picked it up, and it's just a robot voice telling you the numbers that you need to put in to verify your phone number. But the issue is, it's all in Chinese. I don't speak Chinese and you probably neither, but I still managed to verify my account. I just looked at the picture here. All the numbers, like they all sound very different in Chinese, so you just need to focus a little and concentrate. And I think the robot voice repeated the numbers like 3 or 4 times, so if you didn't get it like the first time, no need to worry, you can just like listen again. Okay, so now you made your account. It wasn't that difficult, was it? Now, I don't like to use Taobao on my laptop in general, because their site is like really laggy and sometimes like reviews won't show up, and like I just don't really like the whole setup there, so I always use the app. So you can see like I get recommended a lot of clothes on my page. If you just made your account, it probably looks very different, since you can buy literally anything on Taobao. The longer you use Taobao and you know, you save things, you like things, like the algorithm will pick up on what you like. So my TikTok is basically just recommendations of like Taobao stores and clothes that I find, so you can check that out. If you don't want to use TikTok, I don't know, maybe if anyone is interested, I can make a video of like my personal favorite brands if anyone is interested, I don't know. But basically you can just type in whatever you're interested in the search bar. Depending on what language you type it in, the results will be a little bit different. So if you type in like Lolita fashion in English, you know, you will get like results of like Lolita fashion, OG fashion, you know, you will get the results that you're looking for. Well, if you use like, if you Google translate Lolita fashion in Chinese and you search that up, the search results will be a little bit different. So I do recommend you searching up things in Chinese, because I feel like the search results are a little bit better than when you use English. You can also look up brands here. When you first look it up, you might get the items that you're looking for from the brand itself, but sometimes it's just like random nonsense, I feel like. So you just kind of have to press this button here, and then you will see all the brands with this name and like similar names to that. Of course, not every brand has an English name, or sometimes you just see a piece of clothing and you don't even know the brand and you just want to find like that piece of clothing. You can also image search, so you just put in the image and then it should show up. Okay, so now you found clothes that you like, a brand that you like, so let's see what we can do there. Okay, so let's say you clicked on this outfit here. You know, you can swipe to see more pictures. Now, if you scroll down, you can actually see reviews from other people, and I really like that about the app more than web page, because not all reviews show up on the web page for some reason. The only reason why I would look at reviews on the web page is because it auto translates, but other than that, like, don't use the web page, use the app. The app is better. But yeah, you can see, you know, image reviews. Sometimes if you scroll down, you can actually have like this orange text, and if you click there, there's even more reviews. Now, if you want to find out what the reviews say and not just look at pictures, you can just take a screenshot and use really any translating app. It's not gonna be perfect, like a perfect translation, but you will get the gist of if the item is good or not, you know? Yeah, if you scroll down, yeah, there are more like recommendations from the brand. There's this little box. Not every store has this option. You can put in your measurements in Taobao in your settings, and some stores will recommend you the sizes for the certain items. I wouldn't trust that too much, because sometimes it just shows me like just a random size and would never fit me, or be way too big, way too small, you know? So I really recommend to always look at the size chart and not just rely on that thing. So here the size charts, of course, is all in Chinese again. So with the sizes also, of course, since it's like all Chinese brands, it's gonna be Chinese sizes, and Chinese sizes are usually very different to European sizes and American sizes. So what I really recommend you to do if you want to buy clothes on Taobao is to just really take all of your basic measurements. Just take like, get a measuring tape and just measure like your chest, your hips, your legs, everything that you might need, and write it down like in your notes app or something. And next to that, I actually have the Chinese translation of what it is, you know? So that way I don't have to constantly translate everything. And to be honest, after a while, like, you memorize you memorize like the Chinese characters and like what they mean, kind of. I put my most used translations in the description, so if you just want to copy them and use them, like, just look there. Look at the size charts, look at the reviews. Don't just blindly buy random sizes, you will regret it. If you continue to scroll down, it's just gonna be more pictures of the item, and then past that it's just gonna be recommendations, more recommendations of other stuff. Sometimes if you want to pre-order something or you're unsure on what size to get, you can also just contact customer support. You just click on this little bubble here and then, you know, write customer support. Don't ever be scared to do that. I do that constantly. It really depends on the store, what language they're gonna use to talk to you, basically. I always start off in English. I just write like my question in English, and they either ask me to write in Chinese, or they answer me in English, or they answer me in Chinese, and then like they answer me in Chinese and then I answer back in English, and we kind of just translate back and forth. Either way, just using Google Translate should be enough. Like, it's not gonna be perfect, of course, but like, you will understand what they're saying, they will understand what you're saying, as long as you're not writing like big paragraphs and just asking like, hey, these are my measurements, what size would you recommend? They will get it. Okay, like Google Translate will be enough for that. Yeah, so yeah, don't be scared to ever like ask questions there. They're always really nice. I always had like really good interactions with like the customer support people there. So yeah, don't be scared. Definitely recommend doing that. So to get to the store, just click the little store icon here. So yeah, now you see all of their like clothes. If you like the brand and you want to follow it and see like more stuff of them on your For You page, you just click on the like orange button there. Now you follow them. When you follow a store, whenever they release something new, it's actually gonna be like one of the first things you see on your For You page when you open the app. So that's also really good. And you can, yeah, just search up random stuff. Depending on the brand, you can also just look up different releases and different categories as well. So if you're just looking for a top or jeans, you can look up for that, but it depends on the store. Some stores don't have any of these options, so it kind of depends, but generally, you know, just the options of like lowest to highest price, and then just the newest things, the newest releases and stuff, you can all look them up. So let's see what you can do if you really like a piece. If you press the little star, you can save the item. Now you can see something popped up there. If you just want to save everything in one big folder, then that's fine. You can just click on the star once and that's it. But if you actually click on the little plus there, you can create folders and you can save, you know, different things in different folders, which is pretty neat. Then if you click on this like orange button there, that's where you can select the item and the size and then put it in your cart. And if you click on the red button there, you basically can buy it immediately without putting it in your cart first. If you want to look at what's in your shopping cart, you can either just click on the shopping cart right up there, or if you are on your home page, there's like a little shopping cart there. In there you can see what you have in there, and if you actually swipe to the left on an item, you have different options of saving it, putting it like in a different folder, or deleting it out of your shopping cart. Okay, so now we kind of look at like your account and like certain settings. If you click on the little circle on the right corner there, that's gonna be your account, and there's just gonna be more recommendations of like stuff you can buy. So if you click on the little star there, these are all of the things that you've saved, and if you click here, you can see all of the folders as well. Next to the save items are your saved stores, and next to that you can see all of the items that you clicked on before, and you can actually look for them. It's pretty neat because sometimes you click on something and you don't save it and you don't put it in your shopping cart or anything, but you still want to look at it later on, and you can find it here. Same thing goes for stores as well. Now there is also a setting where you can change the app language to English, but that also is region locked for some reason, so I don't have that option. I've seen people having to use VPNs to make it look like they're in Beijing or the Philippines for it to work. So I don't know, if you want to go through that hassle, you can. Basically you click here, you're supposed to change your location to this here, then you should have a language option, which is English, but I don't have it because I'm in Germany and it just doesn't work here for some reason. But something that you can do is change the currency. I have it in euros. As you can see, there are like a lot of different currency options there. You might have already noticed it, but if you look closely under the Chinese pricing, you can then see the pricing in whatever currency you chose. Yeah, if you click on the speech bubble, you also just see all of your conversations that you had like with different stores. Okay, so let's say you're ready to buy something, you know? You're selected in your shopping cart, you're ready to pay, and you can't pay. Why? It's because it's region locked. Now, it really depends on where you live. You don't only need to live in China. I think if you live like in America and Japan, you can also buy directly from Taobao. I personally can't buy directly from Taobao because it's blocked in Germany. So how do I buy clothes from there anyways, you may ask? I'm gonna show you. I use a shopping agent. I personally use Spree now, but generally they're all work the same. When choosing your shopping agent, you kind of just need to look at, you know, the prices and the reviews from other people and stuff. Before I used Spree now, I used 42 Agent. Rest in peace. I really miss 42 Agent. I'm really sad that it's gone now, but Spree now is really good too. All you need to do is just copy the link of whatever item you want and paste it into the shopping agent. And after you submit that, the shopping agent, the people there, will just check if the item is still available, if the price is correct and everything. And then you have to pay the price of the item, a service fee, and shipping to their warehouse. So from the store to the warehouse, these are the main three things you need to pay for at first. When it comes to the service fee, I feel like around 10% is the regular price there for the service fee. If you see a shopping agent where it's like, oh, we only take like 2%, like some super low number, don't get too happy too soon. I mean, these places still need to make money, you know. Whatever you're saving in service fees there, you will be just paying later on in international shipping. So be wary there, you know. Make sure to select like a proper shopping agent that won't just rip you off. After your items arrive at the shopping agent's warehouse, they will check if it's actually your item, and then you need to pay for international shipping. And once you pay that, they will ship it out to you. And yeah, that's all really. Like, the whole thing really isn't as difficult and complicated complicated as it may seem at first. The language barrier is really the main hurdle you need to overcome to buy from Taobao. But I hope that this little guide helped you. I'm gonna answer some frequently asked questions that I see a lot on TikTok. So before you ask any questions, just listen to me. How expensive is shipping? I don't know. That depends on where you live. Okay, that fully depends on where you live, how big your package is, how much it weighs. I can't tell you that. I also can't tell you if shipping is just like expensive or cheap in general. Some questions that I get a lot is, oh, where's my package? My package got sent out, I don't know where it is. I can't help you with that. I'm just a random person using Taobao. You need to ask Taobao customer support or your shopping agent's customer support. I'm just saying this here because I got these questions a lot on TikTok, okay? If the shopping agent you use, you don't understand something, there's some difficulties, something is not going right, use their customer support, use their website. I don't know, I can't help you, okay? Like, I just want to make very clear that I'm not someone working for Taobao or for any of these shopping agents. I can't help you with that. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope this guide helped you a little bit. If you just have general questions, maybe you didn't understand something I said in this video, feel free to ask. Just don't ask me about shipping prices. Yeah, like I said, if you're interested in me making just a separate video just about like brand recommendations, then feel free to comment this in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.